I want to get into the main storyline some more. Nah, we're going hardcore. Let's get in this. Oh, yeah, I looked up how long this. Oh, okay. I kind of get that. That's like why I said I could get if you were follow botting yourself to reach affiliate. Like I looked out and it only took me a month to reach affiliate because you know I guess I'm a woman and that made it easier or something.
And who put you in charge? We need a consensus or we have nothing.
Please, we must use reason. Without the infrastructure of the Inquisition,
Dude, badges and emotes, what's the
nowhere.
point?
She didn't say it could.
Enough! This is getting us nowhere.
You need rest.
I wasn't even talking.
We've been at it for hours.
Yeah, trolling people seems to be the name of the game on the internet nowadays. Not just nowadays, but in the last month.
And with time,
like personally, I started gaming earlier today just because like I was pissed off.
Threaten as much as this Corypheus.
I've dealt with a shit ton of bullshit today for practically no fucking reason.
Do we know where Corypheus and his forces are?
We are not sure.
Oh, see, that's awesome. I don't really get rated. I tend to try to rate other people, but by at most I get like 8 viewers.
That, or you are believed dead, or without heaven we are thought helpless, or he girds for another attack. I cannot claim to know the mind of that creature, only his effect on us.
Well, he's definitely fucking with us.
The only thing yelling gets us is a headache.
Oh wow, that's really awesome. 140 people.
Know. But our situation...
It's hard to get consistent views. I do that thing where like I advertise on Facebook, I advertise on Instagram, I advertise on Twitter. I like a whole bunch of people. I'm even in a bunch of Discords, but like at most, my best number was 8 naturally.
The more the enemy is beyond us, the more miraculous your actions appear, and the more our trials seem ordained. That is hard to accept, no? What we have been called to endure, what we perhaps must come to believe.
You're saying a whole lot of we when you need me.
I escaped the avalanche.
You got 16? That is what's up, Dahmer. That's awesome.
Of course. And the dead cannot return from across the veil. But the people know what they saw. Or perhaps what they needed to see.
Yeah, dude, I tried my ass off, and again, like, the most I've had was 8.
And in how it is remembered. Can we truly know the heavens are...
Well, there's one thing I'm beating on Twitch. It's fucking hours.
You saw Corypheus.
I've got like 190 hours or something so far.
Scripture says magisters, the winter servants of false-souled gods, entered the Fade to reach the Golden City, seat of the Maker. For their crime, they were cast out as darkspawn. Their hubris is why we suffer blight, and why the Maker turned from us. If such is the claim of this Corypheus, he is a monster beyond imagining. All mankind continues to suffer for that sin. If even a shred of it is true.
So what, the Jews killed Jesus, so, like, that's why bad things happen to the Jews? Do you not see how that logic is really bad?
Corypheus said he found only corruption and emptiness. Nothing golden.
If he entered that place, it has changed him without and within.
Without
the living
and
are
within?
not meant to make that journey.
What?
Perhaps these are lies he must tell himself, rather than accept that he earned the scorn of the Maker. I know I could not bear such.
All of this happened because of fanatics and arguments about the next world.
Legit. Instead of anyone just trying to fucking survive. Am I gonna take some charge here? Am I gonna start being a leader? Yeah, y'all look despondent.
Shadows fall and hope
This song better not get copyrighted on YouTube like the fucking intro. Y'all know who's real trash? People who copyright video game music on YouTube to make money off of others. At least it's a song they kept up through all the games. That's what's up. Why the fuck is everyone bowing at me? That is not the reaction I wanted. I was gonna make some hearty speech or something. Oh yeah, it's very much a thing. Watch out for it. There are a whole bunch of assholes doing it. Because I already had 3 or 4 songs in this game be copyrighted, and I had to clip them out on my YouTube channel. Does this kind of sound like the song from A Prince of Egypt?
It's all one world, Harold. All that changes is our place in it.
Unless you're part of the modern age, in which case we're like killing the earth. But like,
A word.
what do you do? A word? Not, hey, I'm glad you're alive, but come over to my cell phone on a stick? Fuck is that? Oh, it's a torch. Okay. Not as cool. You should put some shoes
A
on,
wise
buddy.
woman, worth heeding. Her kind understand the moments that unify a corpse, or fracture it. The orb Corypheus carried, the power he used against you, it is elven.
Corypheus used the orb to open the breach. Unlocking it must have caused the explosion that destroyed the Conclave. I do not yet know how Corypheus survived, nor am I certain how people will react when they learn of the orb's origin.
I mean, they are gonna be shitty with you. They're
Alright,
always shitty at
What
the
is it,
elves.
and how do you know about it?
They were foci, used to channel ancient magics. I have seen such things in the Fade, old memories of older magic. Corypheus may think it of it. His empire's magic was built on the bones of my people.
I bet.
Knowing or not, he risks our alliance. I cannot allow it.
This whole mess is confusing.
Did you just look
See
up the
how
song?
elves might be an easy target.
History would agree. But there are
I
steps
won't
we
know
can
if it's
take to prevent
copyrighted until I actually go to upload it, though. That's the problem. Because it won't show on YouTube, like, directly via search who owns it. It'll only tell you who owns it when you get a copyright claim on it. Which is some bullshit.
By attacking the Inquisition, Corypheus has changed you.
the one with the big ass wall that they have where they have the orcs and shit climbing up the wall and they're like shooting them with arrows and they have to knock the ladders down. I hate having so many things going on
They
in my head at
arrive
once.
daily from every settlement.
This is something I should know.
Skyhold is becoming a pilgrimage.
Haven and
If word has
Skyhold.
reached these people,
Well, at
it
some
will
point
have
we're gonna be in
reached the
space.
Elder One. We have the walls and numbers to
Cassandra
put up a
ass looks
fight
fat
here,
in that.
but this threat is far beyond the war we anticipate.
But I got a huge rack.
But we now know what allowed you to stand against Corypheus. What drew him to you.
I can only think of the name of the king and it's pissing me off so badly. Mmm.
He came for this, and now it's useless to him. So
I
he wants
can't
me
either.
dead. That's it.
I know I'm
The
gonna remember it
Anchor
after the
has
stream. It's
power,
gonna make me mad.
But it's not why you're still standing here. Your decisions let us heal the sky.
Is it
Your
Helm's? It's not Helm's
determination
Deep.
brought us out of Haven. You are the creature's rival.
The
because
castle
of
with the
what
dying
you
king
did.
who was
we
being
know
ruled
it.
by Sauron.
All of us.
No, it is the Battle of Helm's
The
Deep.
Inquisition
That
requires
is the castle I'm thinking of. It's the Helm's Deep castle. Thank you.
Been leading it.
I need to read those goddamn books again. They're literally sitting behind me. I could just pick them up at any point.
You.
I want to go with I'm not human and you trust a mage, but I almost... Why is there not a choice between both? Because that's like a double whammy.
Perhaps I didn't hear you correctly. A mage at the head of the Inquisition?
Not a mage. You.
I happen to be a mage.
I will not pretend no one will object, but times are changing. Perhaps this is what the Maker intended.
Or
There
what
will
if
be no
Andraste was a
Inquisition
mage
without
like
you.
Tevinter believes?
How it will serve, how you lead, that must be yours to decide.
I have thoughts on lore. Oh, I needed this. It was such a bad day, and this is answering questions about this game I've been wondering for like 2 weeks now. Special? I get special? What's that? Woo! A Qunari will stand for you. I'll set an example as a mage. Do I hold more... 1, if I hold more pride as a Qunari. 2, if I hold more pride as a mage. I know it only... 1 for Qunari. You know what? From you specifically, that makes a lot of sense. Personally, I want to go with Mage because, like, that's what I've been fighting for this entire time of the game. Every choice I've made has been for the mages, has been for mage freedom, has been to set mages free, to prove that they aren't bad. But, like, the Qunari aspect. Okay, I'm going with Qunari. Now, I'm going to go with Qunari, and then I'm going to play a mage as an elf, and then I'll go with the mage option.
I will lead us against Corypheus.
Dorian slightly approves.
And I will
Iron
be
Bull
an
approves.
ambassador.
Sarah approves.
I'm a Qunari standing for Theos.
I'm surprised Varric didn't
The
approve as a
Inquisition
dwarf.
is for all.
Wherever you lead us.
But I bet if I'd picked mage, I would have
Have our
gotten a bunch of
people been
displeased.
told?
They have. And soon, the world.
Commander, will they follow?
I like how I'm just not holding this sword right at all. I'm holding it like this. Like what?
Will you fight? Will we triumph? Your leader, your herald, your inquisitor!
Yo, someone clip this moment right here, please. supposed to cheer for me. What happened? I like how now the swagger comes into the game real hard. I love the music choice in this.
So this is where it begins.
Goddamn, a good video game can fix a bad day.
It began in the
I'm sorry,
courtyard.
a good story.
This is where we
You
turn
can't
that
clip?
promise into action.
I'll clip it afterward.
But what do? We know nothing about this Corypheus except that he wanted your mark.
Corypheus wants to restore Tevinter. Is this a prelude to war with the Imperium?
I get the feeling we're dealing with extremists, not the vanguard of a true invasion.
Tevinter is not the Imperium of 1,000
But as
years
Trump
ago.
has shown us,
What Corypheus yearns to
a small
restore
group
no
can
longer
all of a sudden
exists.
take an entire country
Though
somewhere they don't
would
mean to
shed
go.
no tears if the South fell to chaos.
Hence
I'm
Afghanistan.
Corypheus said he wanted to enter the Black City, that this would make him a god.
He is willing to tear this world apart to reach the next. It won't matter if he's wrong.
What if he's not wrong? If he finds some other way into the Fade?
Then he gains the power he seeks, or unleashes catastrophe on us all.
Could his dragon really be an archdemon? What would that mean?
It would mean the beginning of another blight.
We've seen no darkspawn other than Corypheus himself. Perhaps it's not an archdemon at all, but something different?
Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Commanding such a creature gives Corypheus an advantage we can't ignore.
Someone out there must know something about Corypheus.
Unless they saw him on the field, most will not believe he even exists.
We do have one advantage.
Good point.
We know what Corypheus intends to
Everyone
do
thought
next.
Sauron was a myth.
In that strange future you experienced, Empress Selene had been assassinated.
Imagine the chaos her death would cause. With his army.
An army he'll bolster with a massive force of demons, or so the future tells us.
Corypheus could conquer the entire south of Thedas, god or no god.
I'd feel better if we knew more about what we were dealing with.
I know someone who can help with that.
Yes.
Everyone acting all inspirational jogged my memory, so I sent a message to an old friend.
It'd be so cool if it was
He's
Hawk,
crossed
but I know
paths
it's not.
with Corypheus before and may know more about what he's doing.
Oh, let it be
He
Hawk.
can help.
I'm always looking for new allies. Introduce me.
Nah, Vera gets a free pass on everything.
Parading around might cause
it
a
Anders?
fuss. It's better for you to meet privately, on the battlements. Trust me, it's complicated.
Who is it?
Well, then, we stand ready to move on both of these concerns.
On your order, Inquisitor.
I know one thing. If Varric has brought who I think he has, Cassandra is going to kill him.
It better be Hawk. That'd be so sexy.
This is the Inquisition. A dusty old ruin filled with battered soldiers.
Fuck you.
If you shut your mouth and open your eyes, you'd see.
I will attack the shit out of you.
What do they make down here?
Oh. What? Oh. Oh. I have a feeling I'm not going to end up keeping any of this. I'll probably end up selling it. Because right there is a dude who's going to let me sell shit. Nope, that's for
Serve the
armor.
Lord who loaded his catapult.
Oh shit.
I've walked away
You made
from
it.
too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be all right. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
You think it's strange to say. Stranger to hear.
Office worker
Let
mentioned
it go,
something.
Jack. We need you left.
Huh.
Everyone just got a big hard reason.
Yeah,
to hate Corypheus.
there's some fuck shit about Ohio. Probably the fact that like we're lying about our COVID numbers, we're lying about how full the hospitals are, we're turning people away.
How is this place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade. But ever forward.
Have you any thoughts about the people we lost at Haven?
Didn't like Segret. Didn't want him dead though. The rest of us go on. It's what we have to do. You gave us the chance. Thanks for that.
You've got it all up and running?
Your basics, like always. There's space here for I don't know what.
Yeah,
This place
I'm
was
sorry.
built
I know
for
that
something
sucks.
big. It'll be a job to fill it.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
Fucking refresh. Did no one use a potion? Okay then. Really? Really frickin' really? Okay, I see how completionists could easily take up like moons. Yeah, what's it look like now when I go out? Craft weapons, craft armor. Cool shit. I need to sell all this shit on my Hey, thank you for being here. I know it's hot. I know you're tired. I hope you eat something with some goddamn salt in it today. Not to mock you. Everyone, make sure that when you go on like a health cleanse, very much still take care to really pay attention to like all your vitamins and stuff.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable.
We kind of assume that there's a threat on the Empress.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the highest stakes, and to the death.
The court's disapproval can be
I like how she
a great threat
defended
as
it out of
the
nowhere. Okay,
We must
Liliana.
be vigilant to avert disaster.
Exactly what do you mean? How is it more dangerous than usual?
The Empress is in the middle of a civil war. Her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard, seeks to take her throne by
Thought I
force.
saw that.
Leliana reports that a group of elves has been sabotaging both armies, drawing out the hostilities. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Thedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding
War
peace
games.
talks under the
Fun.
auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there.
Really, Colin?
It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
A grand masquerade? I need to go shopping.
I'll arrange for an invitation at your discretion, Inquisitor.
She always looks slightly angry, but I respect that of her. Well, what have you? Summon War Council. Well, let me figure out what's going on in the rest of the castle first. This is the first time I've been here. I'm not gonna run straight into work. I mean, I was gravely injured before. Let me do a little running around. It's my little Rumspringa. Holy, what's going on here?
Place? So much room for whatever was here.
Greetings.
I'd like
What?
to know more about you, Solus.
Why is that what we're asking?
What can I tell you?
Have you always traveled and studied alone?
Spirits of purpose.
We asked
and
all of
search.
this.
Even wisps, curious and playful, would point out. And is Cassandra defined by her cheekbones and not her fate? Varric by his chest hair and not his wit? Thank you. Few are willing to entertain.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Okay, so same thing as before. Request for resources on the Fade. Regarding your request as a noted partner of the Inquisition, Lady Montier has ensured our contract are quick to reply. The few titles on hand accompany this letter, with the remaining en route from libraries in Val Royale and surrounding Arcavus Banyan. Fade and the Spirits Mysterious by Brother Ferdinand. Okay, list of books. There are 2 more pages of titles listed beneath. Okay, yeah. Ooh, that was smart. What's up, nya? Hello? Hello? Library? Who are you?
Oh, Inquisitor, greetings. I was recently appointed by Sister Liliana to keep her books in order. I'm so
You're a little
pleased
sketchy.
to be here, helping out in my small way. Well, I should get back to work.
What? You didn't let me talk.
One day I'm going to read all these books.
You gave me an option to talk and then immediately took it away. That was odd. done that much on research.
Greetings to you, Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns.
Well,
You'll find
shit,
my
now we got a
skills are
research
exceptional.
team?
I hope they prove useful.
You are taking over the duties of Mage?
Yes. She said she was needed elsewhere and that I should serve the Inquisition to the best of my ability.
Don't just remove
What is
people.
she doing?
I wasn't told.
You were made tranquil.
Yes, I am tranquil. It was necessary due to a willful nature that made wielding magic a dangerous endeavor.
But you're
I
not
remember that
all
feeling in good
zonked
time,
out like
but
a
I cannot
Zanny
remember
kid.
why. My skills are well used in my current position.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Not optimal given the facilities.
Well, what do you
Skywood
want?
should be improved, or our efforts will continue to suffer.
How can you serve the Inquisition?
I am to aid in the research of all creatures encountered in your efforts as leader of the Inquisition.
Okay,
makes you
so why
particularly
couldn't we just
qualified?
kept
I
Mini
grew up
A?
being fond of animals.
You just want to give me a new
I
person
don't
to talk
remember
to.
why.
As you were.
Yes.
Does she serve any better a function than Menevier? Folly of General Not Sheridan 4, and so it was a victory about Absolve, and cheers were raised for General Not Sheridan. And so, buoyed by respect and admiration, Not Sheridan stood proud and removed the mask to state her true name. For they had not accepted her, had they not thrived by her leadership, had they not become comrades, despite station and mask and nonsense of protocol. And the answer was swift and bewildering, for they had not. And swiftly she was bundled away amid the calls of imposter and spy and other terms she did not know, for she still did not know Orlais. Ah, so she was a woman, and they were like, shit.
Greetings, Inquisitor. That is your title now, yes? I should thank you. The way things ended in Redcliffe, you could have demanded anything you wished. Yet you chose to make us equal partners. I was not expecting that.
You rebelled for a good reason.
I knew you, of all people, would understand. I've been a Grey Warden, Grand Enchanter, leader of a rebellion, and now I am none of those things.
You never stop
All
being a
where
Grey
fate
Warden,
takes
sweetheart.
you, as you're no doubt well aware.
You were once a Grey Warden?
That means you can still hear the Darkspawn. So that doesn't go away.
Normally one is part of the Order until death. But long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a warden.
How?
They tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened.
How the
So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first warden ever to be kicked out. Quite the achievement.
How the hell did that happen?
Becoming a warden seemed like a dream when I was first conscripted.
Dude, to become a warden, you literally have to drink the blood of Darkspawn and survive, and then from that point on, you permanently hear the Darkspawn.
I was glad to leave. It also made me unique in the Circle. I had an opportunity to do more than I ever could as a warden.
You mean you began the Mage Rebellion?
I pushed for our vote to free the Circles of Magi, but I cannot claim sole responsibility for what followed. Still, despite all the chaos, I would do it again. What happened had to happen.
You're not still the Grand Enchanter, then?
Any claim I had to the title ended along with the Circles of Magi, although some still call me by it. Perhaps the Circles will one day be resurrected. If so, another will take the position. Until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will do what I can for them.
You believe they'll recreate the Circle of Magi after all this?
Of course they will.
It depends on who the next divine is, and what she offers. We can't go back to the way things were. But endless warfare benefits no one. That is why I agreed to Justinia's conclave. There must be another solution.
I've been meaning to ask, how exactly did the
Don't you
Venatori
blink at
take
me.
control in Redcliffe?
Mages constantly found their way to us while we were there. Stragglers, most of them strangers. I had no way of knowing some were actually Tevinter. They spread whispers, encouraged talk of an alliance, and we were desperate. I'm not proud of our choice, but we were certain Templars were coming. It could have ended far worse.
I'll leave you to it.
Greetings again.
Not you! The veil. I detest this notion that the veil is some manner of invisible curtain that separates the world of the living from the world of the spirits. That's literally what a veil means, motherfucker. Whether it be called the Fade or the Beyond is a matter of racial politics I refuse to indulge in at the moment. There is no this side and that side when it comes to the veil. One cannot think of it as a physical thing or a barrier or even a shimmering wall of holy light. Thank you very much for that image, your perfection. Think of the veil instead as opening one's eyes. Before you opened them, you saw your world as you see it now, static, cold, unchanging. Now that they are open, you see our world as the spirits see it, chaotic, ever-changing, a realm where the imagined and the remembered have as much substance as that which is real. More, in fact. The spirit sees everything as defined by will and memory, and this is why they are so very lost when they cross the veil. In our world, imagination has no substance. Objects exist independently of how we remember them or what emotions we associate with them. Mages alone possess the power to change the world with their minds, and perhaps this forms the nature of a demon's attraction to them, who could say? Regardless, the act of passing through the veil is much more about changing one's perceptions than a physical transition. The veil is an idea. It is an act of transition itself, and it is only the fact that both living beings and spirits find the transition difficult that gives the veil any credence as a physical barrier at all. That was beautiful. And that is an amazing illusion for death. Very much appreciated that.
Brilliant, isn't it? One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
I was distracted, that's all.
Distracted? By my wit and charm? I have plenty of both.
Today, at least.
Oh, you wound me. I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely.
This is the dude from the DLC.
They say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters. A dark spawn.
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is.
Not us.
They say dark spawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's dark spawn, what other explanation is there?
He said the shit the bed example, and my brain always thinks of that scene from Train Spotting where Spud quite literally shits the bed and then has to like carry it down to the living room of the teenage girl. Like, oh god, it was just so gross. But that's what I think of every time I hear someone say shit the bed.
We only know what Corypheus claims to be.
True. He might be a convincing liar, or delusional, or insane. But how many delusional maniacs are going to have that knowledge? He broke open the Fade. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no. It was us all along. We destroyed the world.
Last I checked, the Blights hadn't actually destroyed the world.
Not for lack of trying. If they were more clever, they'd have unleashed something that would really do the job.
Oh, that laugh
No one
was
will thank me, whatever happens.
well animated.
No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
We don't know what will happen. Nobody does.
An optimist! Such a rare breed. I've stumbled upon a unicorn.
I'm
All I
Qunari.
know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world. Oh, and congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
His mustache is throwing me off. Why? Because it's such a great mustache? Or just because he's an asshole with it?
Here we are again.
Alright.
Go.
Try not to kill anyone without me.
Never mind, I won't speak to you. Fuck it, you too. Upstairs. Yippee. What's that? On the condition of your charges, dear Liliana, you'll be happy to learn that your friends are doing well. Scoomples the second is still unhappy about his meal plan and tries to get into the pantry. Aww. Schoomples. Schmooples. Schmoopy? I don't fucking know. I had to have a bolt installed and now he whines constantly. The two little ones are still a handful, but good news, I've managed to discourage Boliette from relieving herself on the silk rug Justina gave you. Felicine from 2 doors over has been visiting almost every day to play with the nugs. She is quite delightful, and Schoomples the second is fond of her. I suspected this because she brings him sweets from her father's shop. I had to ask her governess to keep her from visiting the house, however, as someone tried to infiltrate it 2 nights ago, an agent of one of the balustrades, hoping to uncover something of the Nightingale's secrets. I neutralized and interrogated him. His ability to withstand questioning was deplorable. Someone needs to talk to the balustrades about their spies. All I had to do was put Schmoople's second in his face and tell him that he didn't, if I hadn't fed the creature that day, your pet played his part admirably. I receive your orders and will depart from Ferelden as soon as possible. I've arranged for Gardier to take over nut-keeping Sparrow. Hi, Immortal. Thank you so much for being here. We just had the fight with the Elder One and, like, had to climb a mountain in the snow and became the head of the Inquisition. Like, we just got a whole good bit in the storyline. We are now fanцing out in my new castle called Skyhold. And we're running around talking to everybody.
I'm sorry.
How are you doing?
So,
okay.
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
What?
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
Ooh, nice.
I keep wondering if I could have done something.
If you'll be streaming around the time that I'm finishing, I can raid you again.
I pulled the rest back, awaiting
And everyone
more
stick
information.
around for his raid because
Stayed in
I
the
love
field.
Dead by Daylight
Could
and
have
that
bought
game
us
is
more
fucking
time.
fun to watch.
I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead we lost Haven.
Well, it's either
More
you or
likely,
Chief,
we
depending
would've
on who's
stayed out
playing.
there, died, and we
And
would've
Chief
lost
gets
Haven
president
anyway.
because he's on the Gamer
You
God
don't
tier
know
of my
that.
fans league.
Their
But
lives
if
could
not,
have
then
bought
yeah, I'll
Haven
be raiding
small
you.
chance. My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that
Hi,
the
Inu.
Inquisition
Thank you
will
so much
call
for
upon
being
them to
here.
give their lives.
How are you doing?
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality?
Alright, thanks for being here at all.
We are better than Corypheus.
Is that a different paper, same paper, same paper? More paper. Not today? Oh, okay. That's fine. How am I? Today sucked. But like this game, like the entire bit that just happened in the storyline, that made me perk up a whole lot. Definitely made the day a lot better. Because what's great is that the Elder One in this is the DLC demon from Dragon Age 2, so I already have like a good jump on what's going on, and that just makes me super happy. Note found in Skyhold's Rookery, Sadler, Baron Plucky. I don't care how many missions he's flown or how many lives his actions have saved. He's a holy terror. Nearly pecked out one of my eye last time, and I tried to attach a message to him. All the dramatic flapping and squawking caused the sister to come over, and you should have seen her look when she snatched the letter from me. If I had a weaker constitution, it might have killed me on the spot. I suppose she thought I was trying to murder her prized raven, and all she had to do was coo at him, and the Baron hopped over to her shoulder, all sweetness, and nestled into her neck. How does she do it? All the birds like her. Is it blood magic? It's blood magic, isn't it? Or maybe you're an asshole to the birds. A fine time to close border. The news is dire. There are rumors that our Warden brothers and sisters and oh god, Warden brothers and sisters in Ferelden have all perished. Without the Grey Wardens, the blight will take Ferelden. When it will undoubtedly spread, it will go north to Navarra and the marshes. It will come to the Orlays. At the head will be an archdemon, and it will, in its wake, it will become thousands upon thousands of darkspawn. We must be ready to start squarely into the eyes of oblivion. Many of you have asked why we remain here when such threats are mounting in the east. The problem, you see, is not a new one for us. Politics, to say Ferelden or Orlays have been at odds, is an understatement. These two were like dogs and cats. We Wardens are Orlayans by address only, but that does not seem to matter to Ferelden's leaders. Word is that the King of Ferelden is dead, and his successor Loghain McTeer, decrees that no warden set foot in the Chantry. MacTeer, a national hero who helped expel invading Orlayan forces from Ferelden, seemed to have it about for our order too. Maybe he doubts our abilities. Maybe he is more foolish than the history books make him out to be. This is why we must wait, even as Ferelden willingly welcomes its fate. Yeah, I have a candle lit in the background. What did I miss? What? Oh, it's the thing halfway over across the fucking room. Is there anyone else to talk to? I read that. That is just a lit area, okay? I can't use that door. Why would I have to use that to fast travel? Like, to the bottom of the stairs? Yeah, I talked to you. The hell is everyone else? Okay, not that way. Why is this up here? For that? The rotundra and the fresco. Sister Liliana, as per your request, I have made a thorough examination of the fresco adorning the rotundra. I first attempted to clarify its intent with Monsieur Soleil's. Forgive me. I know he is not a title within the structure of the Inquisition, but the more I learn of his experience, the more awkward I feel not using a formal honorific. On the mural, the Messers would say Skyhold is her fortress, meaning of course the Inquisitor. These are her actions. He is of course correct. The subject of each edition is self-evident. On the medium and method, it is an elven fresco, pigment and plaster, and it is grand. I have rarely been privileged to observe such skill as it is applied. It is considered with long periods of study before the image emerges that whole cloth, and with certainty it speaks of how I imagine elves view the world and the measured nature of their step. I should expect such competence from Monsieur, given his probable years of study, but is still an amazing work, demonstrating an art with very few practices even among the Dalish. Nifty. So are you painting something, or were you studying said painting? That was confusing to me. Hi, Daitu! Thank you so much for being here. How was your day, dude? Why are so many rooms just closed? Why? How am I supposed to explore?
Look at this place. It's a bloody palace.
Yeah. That's how I do. News from Theodos, Haven destroyed by Darkest Menace. Dire news from the Frostbacks. The Pilgrim Sanctuary of Haven, come to the New Inquisition, has been destroyed. Information is still vague, but some believe a dragon resembling an archdemon was involved in the attack. Fears of a new blight are beginning to surface. As the Chantry continues to flounder, some are concerned that Haven's destruction may predict the Inquisition's imminent collapse. However, there is yet hope, as reports indicate that the Herald of Andraste and Inquisition leadership survived and have found refuge elsewhere. Well, good. Y'all know. Whoops, not down. Was there a thing I could use to sell? Sell anywhere yet? No, is that the thing here? Let's start with Vivian.
We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on
Does everyone else have a
as
black
well.
screen?
Now.
Black screen?
We set up as best we could at Haven. Could
Oh,
never
you're
prepare
good,
for an
Topher.
archdemon or whatever.
Don't know what's
Some would,
going
we
on.
might have.
That's cute. Do I have a... Hello? Game, I don't know why you did that. I don't appreciate it. Game. Okay, that was fun. Thank you there. Like, once every 3 to 5 streams, all of a sudden the game will just do something weird. I love that. Bitch. No. Bring my fucking game open. I know, right? Super expensive fucking computer. Okay, seriously? What's your problem? Very cute game. That was adorable. Streamlabs, don't you start acting up. Even though it cut me off, I'll have to edit all that out. I'm already looking at chat. I knew it was going to happen. Alright, well, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you so many people for showing up at some point. I hope you all are having a good day, or at least a better day than I was. Please make sure to... Yes. Please make sure to check out all my links. Please make sure to go follow my YouTube. I upload all of these streams up there clipped, and I read all the stuff that I miss and stuff like that. Make sure to go check out my Fansly. It's up and running, and it's getting really good. I have a whole lot of uncensored stuff on there. I also have a Gamer God tier where if anyone wants to play online with me with some kind of game, because I want to try to find some game I can play online, anyone who subs to the Gamer God tier, there's one free play session a month, so I'm going to do that. And we're going to go raid Immolated Souls, because I believe he's streaming right now. No? What? Why are we being weird? You could not and say you did. Because I know for a fact there are more people on than that. Oh wow, there are not more people on than that. Okay, shit. I know you just got here, but like I said, I've been playing for the last like 2.5 hours. But yeah, okay. I guess I'll drop you off at the commercial channel that I fall asleep to. So, hope everyone has a good day. I hope everyone has a good night. And make sure to eat something good. And check out my Fansly Encloser.